transfer on, and we'll move on to the program for tomorrow. So we get ready for run number 3. Luki, Bear, Lopez, Warner, Von Gent, Riccardi, and Molina. So Twan Von Gent was hurt in Manchester, so he is not pre-qualified. So he's out here. He's on his home track, but still, these type of conditions are going to make it tough for each and every one of those riders. As you see, Romain Mahieu, a world champion time trial in junior men last year. He's been riding really strong, rode well in Manchester, but right there, that little bit of a bobble put him back to 4th place. And as we said, if they're only going to do that one round, top 3 are going to move on. So we'll get ready here as they get ready for Moto number 3 in Heat 1. So the gate is down, and it looks like Twan Von Gent in the middle there. He's going to have a little bit of a lead, and right there he's going to pull it out with, looks like Bear in that 2nd place spot, but a little bit of a bump right there puts Riccardi now into 2nd as they exit turn number 1.
Yeah, Twan definitely has this track dialed, and I would assume has the conditions dialed as well. You know, he had a little bit of an injury, after Manchester, pulled out of that race, and so he wanted to make sure that he was ready to go for this home track, home crowd race. Ooh, he gets a little wild right there. You don't exactly know how these jumps are going to change as the weather changes, but he definitely had a decent lap right there. Definitely, going to shake his head going, I can't believe I survived that lap on this track right now.
Yeah, that was a pretty stacked moto for these qualifications with Von Gent, Riccardi, and Bear all being top 3, with Luki in that 4th place spot as we get ready. You see those riders trying to cool down at the same point.
It's kind of out of my control as to what happens. So, these riders right now have to be, dealing with this cold weather as well, and it's not an easy task to try and stay warm, but they don't also want to go ride on these wet streets. They don't want to get more wet, so trying to recover and prepare themselves and warm up for the next race is not easy in rainy conditions when all the streets are wet.
A guy who's looking forward to race, that's going to be David Herman. He's loaded up. Those guys are making their way up to the top of the ramp right now, getting the track, getting their tires dry, getting the gate dry, and it looks like those guys are getting into the gate, so we can get you heat number 7 here during run number 2. Over the years, Donnie, who do you know that was able, is anybody stand out in your mind, any of the pro riders that have been able to adapt to any type of condition on a BMX track?
That is a tough one. I mean, in recent memory, again, I've already brought up Sam Willoughby. I know that he can ride in all conditions. I'm pretty sure Z Herminator, David Herman, is also great at adapting to things.
Looks like he's excited to be in Gate 8 again.
Hey, well, again, as long as the gate is dry, wherever they're at, it's not, gate choice most of the time plays a factor, but on this wide open of a track, it really doesn't matter what lane. I know that, Mayor Stromberg's had a lot of success, a few years ago from an outside lane, so you can win from wherever, but right now, they just want to make sure to have a safe lap.
Here we go with heat number 7, round number 2. The gate has dropped, and it looks like the Herminator from gate 7, it was not 8, gets to an early lead, and he's going to have a good battle there with the Russian Karmrov as they go into turn number 1.
Yeah, David taking a little bit of an outside line right there, not too confident in him sticking through there, but that's all right. He knew that the rest of the lap he was going to be smooth, and right now you see him take that lead spot, looking much better than his first lap right now. So that'll definitely add a little bit of confidence for him.
Yeah, Molina, another guy that's one of those new names from Argentina. He's been riding really consistent, and it looks like he's going to be in that 2nd place spot behind David Herman. But David knew, like you said, consistency is the key here when you have these 3 moto qualifications. So Herman, Molina, and Karmrov are going to be your top 3 finishers in Moto number 7, 2nd round.
A ton of bike festivities going on surrounding this race. Looking out in back of the track, there are pump tracks, there are what looks to be like cyclocross tracks. It's a big bike festival here in Papendal this weekend, with the main event, the main show being the BMX Supercross. But these fans, kids, they were out yesterday showing their support for their hometown favorites.
But sometimes the hometown heroes take a back seat to when you have international stars such as number 39, Sylvain Andre from France. Look at that style and smoothness. Got the air bridge going as he gets into turn number one with Molina from Argentina again and Cristofoli from Italy in that third place spot. But right there you see Sylvain Andre. He's one of the colorful characters that travels the world for the UCI BMX Supercross Tour. But he's a stylish guy, likes to overjump things at times, throwing a little style down this third straightaway for the fans. But when it's business time, dipping the nose, getting it around that last turn with the lead, it's going to be Sylvain Andre from France who's going to take it wire to wire down to the finish, winning round number 3 for himself. Moving on to tomorrow's program with Molina from Argentina and Rancul from France, and Cristofoli will wind up in 4th place.